My grandson Noah loves chicken nuggets, but it does concern me that most of the chicken nuggets we buy already prepared are deep fat fried, and many times they're made from ground up chicken parts. Yuck. The nuggets we're going to make today are made from real chicken, and we're going to bake them in the oven with crispy Panko breadcrumbs. They're not fried, they're healthy. The first step to make our chicken nuggets is to fix our Panko crumbs properly. Now we have toasted these in the oven, and to them I am going to add some seasoning. This particular seasoning is Mrs. Dash Original Seasoning. Then I'm going to also add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now, in regards to the seasoning that you can use, the options are endless, but basically some of the other ideas for seasoning would be some Italian seasoning. You could also use barbecue seasoning. You could use taco seasoning. You could use some Parmesan cheese to season. So really almost any combination of seasonings that you have in your pantry. Just put those into your Panko breadcrumbs. Stir that oil until it's well blended. And then we're ready to start what is called our breading station. Now we have our chicken cut up into 1 1/2 inch chunks, and this is about 1 pound of chicken breast. What I'm going to do for the breading station is this is 1 cup of flour, and this is 2 eggs, and of course this was 2 cups of Panko breadcrumbs. Now I did toast those breadcrumbs in the oven before I put the seasoning and the oil in them. And on a breading station, the concept is you have one hand for your dry ingredients and the other hand for your wet ingredients. That helps to keep your fingers a little bit cleaner. It doesn't keep them perfectly clean, but it does help a bit. So you're going to take your hand now and kind of smoosh the Panko breadcrumbs onto the chicken. Now they need to go from there onto a baking sheet, a rimmed baking sheet that has a baking rack or a cooling rack, if you're familiar with that, for baking purposes. And the purpose for the chicken being on the cooling rack or the baking rack is so that it will get crispy on the bottom side as well. Now if you bake it on the flat sheet pan without the cooling rack or without a rack underneath it, you will find that your chicken will get a little soggy on the underneath side. So I'm going to continue and bread all of these chicken nuggets and get them ready to go into the oven. We have our chicken nuggets all breaded, and again that's about 1 pound of chicken. Should feed about 4 people for chicken nuggets. And you know, because we have all these different seasonings that we can use that I mentioned to you, so every night you can have chicken nuggets of a different flavor and really make your kids happy. Now these are going to go in the oven at 450 degrees for 12 minutes. We all know that chicken nuggets wouldn't be anything without dipping sauces. So this is barbecue sauce, this is ranch, which is one of Noah's favorites, and I'm going to make a real quick honey mustard. It's 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and it's 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. This is so simple and so easy. And you can use your honey, by the way, this is 2 tablespoons of honey. You can use your honey mustard dressing that you have for salad if you want. But this is just so easy, and actually it does taste better when it's homemade. Now, one of the fun things about chicken nuggets and the dipping sauces is this is a fun thing for the kids to help you do. They can help you in the breading process. You can let them do the flour part or maybe the panko part. And also they can help you put together this sauce. So we're just going to stir that until it's nice and smooth. Then we're going to put it over here into our serving dish. And there is our honey mustard dipping sauce. Here's our display of chicken nuggets. We've put it on a nice white platter, piled them up in the front. We have our dipping sauces across the back. And I have the proverbial garnish of parsley. You know, when I first started teaching home economics, they used to say that parsley was going to grow over home economics teachers' graves. Well, that might be true, but I've got some here. I threw in a little oregano just for fun, though. Designing Dishes hopes you will make these chicken nuggets with your family, and we hope you enjoy them as much as we are going to enjoy them. They are super crispy and super delicious. The meat is tender and juicy inside, and oh, just so crispy on the outside. You'll enjoy them.